Hello and welcome. My name is Charles. I go by Bob. I am not your typical painter. Today is the day I am going to start a new painting. I've been working on a much larger scale painting recently, and I am actually going to take a break from it just to clear my thoughts, stare at it for a little bit, and change my game plan on how to finish it. But I've always been working on little paintings recently while working on larger paintings, and it's about time to do the smaller painting that will be in between the bigger painting. And for all I know, I might do another smaller painting. Anyhow, what kind of painting am I going to do? A cat painting. Yes, not just any kind of cat. A cat from my village, Vatolakkos in Greece. And why am I going to do it? Well, I do like cats, and while in Greece I took lots of photos of cats throughout the area. Some in Kalambaka, some in Grevena, and some in Gastoria. But I'm gonna do one for my village. And how big is this painting really gonna be? Well, not that big at all. I intentionally choose to do something on a smaller scale. One, pretty much, it's so I don't get rusty and I could kind of flex my more creative side. And two, I try to, believe it or not, cram as much detail as possible in a little canvas. And I have done it before in two of the previous paintings that I did while working on my bike painting. These are the two smaller paintings I've done not too long ago, and I created them while working on a larger painting. I finished this in between. I started this one while working towards the end, and when I finished my larger painting, I finished this painting as well. And ever since I started doing small paintings while working on larger paintings, I got the idea to take a break from the stress of doing the larger paintings to do little paintings more frequently. And the subject matter I've been focusing on is Greece, and not just any areas of Greece. For the smaller ones, they're going to be more on locations nearby my village. I didn't randomly pick this photo. I spent quite a long time going through all my photos and picking this one in the end. And as you can see, I'm gonna work digitally again, where I have the option to zoom in if I want to get good detail among certain features of the cat, like the hair. Or another thing I'm gonna try to capture is the imperfections of the structure that the cat is sitting on, which is quite a bit. And I'm gonna definitely spend a lot of time with the contrast, the light and dark, try to get a texture going for all this gravel that's hidden inside, and also the different tones of paint. I am going to try to make something that is simple more complex. How am I going to start this painting? I'm going to use some of the paint that I have been using all along, because I'm economic and I don't want it to go to waste. So I'm going to take out some colors that I feel are going to be necessary in this. And as you can see, I have some dark tones that I'm pulling out first, because there is a lot of darkness in the painting. Well, it's not much of a paint palette yet, but again, it's the beginning stages. And based on the photo, I'm probably going to use a lot of white. And what am I doing? I'm preparing some of my side cast. Side cast as in some paint I'm going to have on the side that I might use or I might not. But they seem to be some colors I always favor. They're very basic. I don't use a lot of colors. I try to create as much color as possible from very little. Anyhow, I believe this is going to be a good start for the simple task of just laying out groundworks. And what do I have here? Cobalt blue, cerulean blue, cadmium orange, cadmium red, viridian, some yellow, cadmium yellow pale, that's kind of dark tinted because I reused it, and zinc white. I do use titanium, but more for highlights, zinc mostly. And this is my mixture of dark tones from alizarin crimson and viridian. And these are some pre-mixed kind of colors that I just don't want to go to waste, and I will find some use for them. Before I start, I'm going to say that I prepared this canvas with a yellow tint of gesso. Why? Well, I kind of hate white being the background color, and I like to have some warmth permeate through the color. I chose the yellow tone to have some warmth appear, especially since the sunlight is going to be hitting the wall. It will appear better to have like a white layer with yellow coming through versus white on white, or mixing white with yellow to make the tone. Oops, I applied the wrong color here in this corner. To correct it, what am I going to do? I'm going to kind of paint the line of division where I'm going to correct it. I was trying to actually make this area peachy and this more yellowy, if that makes any sense. Probably not, but it has to do with like the tone of color from the light and shadows in the photo, and I'm trying to kind of exaggerate it a little bit, and it backfired on me. Anyway, so when the paint dries a little here, I'm gonna probably hit it with like titanium white more so. Then I could probably erase it, but I'll just leave it for now. There is some peachiness to it that I could see in the photo, so it might actually in the end be a good screw up. I want to point out, as you can see, I didn't do the cat first. I did the background first. Why? Well, I always believe in equal weight in most of the painting. You don't want to like make the cat too much of the painting. You want the painting to be the painting. That probably doesn't make sense, but equal weight. And it's not going to be equal weight. If I first started the cat, I selected the photo because of the framing of it. I adjusted it a little bit, and I went with it for a reason. So I'm going to continue going with it, and I'm not going to do the cat first and then the background second. I'm going to use the background first, and the cat will be in the background. This is the groundwork of my cat painting. I don't have an official title yet. I might not. I might just call it the cat painting. But I laid out the groundworks for it. I will go into it more when the paint dries a little. But I kind of want to lay a foundation of paint and color just to get the groundworks. And like a sculptor, but with paint, I'm going to sculpt out the detail afterwards. I just laid out some kind of small details just now, but they're just there. I'm going to wrap this video up by talking about my thought process. The cat is going to be one of the last things I'm going to paint, because after I work on the background, that's when I'm going to add the details that are going to overlap the backgrounds, such as the fur. The other things I'm trying to accomplish is the layers of paint, the layers of cement, and also trying to capture some of the imperfections in the wall. I'm not going to shoot for 100%, obviously. I don't want to spend my life away, but I'm probably going to say 20% if I'm lucky. But I do, again, want the background to be equal weight as importance to the cat itself. I want people to be like, oh, that's a nice painting. And there's a cat in there versus it's a painting of a cat. Other little details I'm going to try to capture is the mystery back here. There is some stuff. It's going to be barely visible. This is not going to be complete black. It's going to have some visibility. And one last thing, working with paint, oil paint, sometimes there's limitations to it. And one of the limitations is you have to wait for it to dry in order to hit certain areas again. And I'm probably going to have to do that in this area here and pretty much the whole painting. And what I'm talking about is certain highlights that you can't get when the paint is wet, because then it's going to just get muddy. Again, I don't have a time limit on this painting, but hopefully it doesn't take me super long. I do want to get back to my other painting. If you made it to the end, thanks for watching. I will keep everyone up to date. Once again, my name is Charambos. I go by Bob. I am not your typical painter. And hopefully this will not be your typical cat painting either. Stay tuned for more updates. Thanks again.